Hi guys, welcome back from another video live here dearly. Hello everybody. Guys, as you can see, we are at Williamsburg, Jamestown, and behind me is a Jamestown River.
Silly, that's a James River.
Oh, Jamestown River, James.
That is a river we fish on upstream,
Yeah.
about 100 miles. It's okay. Indians knew this as the Powhatan River, and colonialists, of course, had to rename it in honor of their sovereign James I, the King. It is one of Virginia's longest and broadest rivers. Rising in the Appalachians, it flows eastward, often soil-laden, 340 miles to the Chesapeake Bay. Its mouth is the world-famous Hampton Roads.
Wow.
Buddy, isn't it hard to believe that this is the actual river that we go catfishing in?
Yeah,
It's hard to believe that this is a river.
Well, now Morrill County, several different locations. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's even a river, no?
Yeah, like over there.
Like ocean, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, like over there.
looks like a bay, huh?
Because you like can't see it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see across the other side, no?
Oh wow. What is that, honey? Like halfway creek now?
Yeah, it's a stream.
Stream, wow.
It's beautiful, huh?
Yep. Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah, marina.
Yeah.
But Lake was not alone. Powhatan Indians were aware of his presence. How would they react to these visitors? Could they coexist in the wilderness of America? Here at Jamestown Settlement, you're about to find out what it was like for Layton and many others to bravely explore an unfamiliar land, how these cultures would interact with each other, and what it was like for the first settlers to live in the New World. Throughout our interactive galleries, film presentations, and living history areas, you will experience the life of English settlers, Powhatan Indians, and West Central Africans as they bravely struggled to
Okay,
coexist.
we've seen it from here now.
Yeah.
Importance of Jamestown. May 14th, 1607, this spot. How did you want to hear this?
Yeah.
You can listen. You want to read this? So you know what it is you're looking at. On May 14, 1607, at a spot about a mile from where you are standing now, a group of 104 colonists disembarked. The importance of Jamestown. On May 14, 1607, at a spot. How did you want to hear this?
Yeah.
You can listen. You want to read this? So you know what it is you're looking at. On May 14, 1607, at a spot about a mile from where you are standing now, a group of 104 colonists disembarked.
Look at their canoe back then. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Oh, look at this, guys. Here, the Angolans, the people of present-day northwestern Angola and southwestern Zaire and Congo share closely related Bantu language as well as common cultural tradition, religious belief, and social. So this area included the independent kingdom in Indungu that the Portuguese knew since 16th century as Angola from Ngola and mythical founder of Ndungu entitled Born by All Its Rules. Wow.
charter is a grant of rights and responsibilities. 4 charters of the Virginia Company of London were granted by King James I of England. These charters established the framework for the government of Jamestown in the early years of the colony. The first charter set up a system of government with an appointed council of 7 men to rule Virginia when the settlers arrived in 1607. Along with the overall population of the struggling colony, however, the number of councilors had decreased until by early 1609, Captain John Smith took charge as the lone councilor left in Virginia. A stronger government followed with the second charter that year. A governor or his deputy became the leader in Virginia, and the colony, fearful of the Spanish and in conflict with the Indians, established martial law to maintain order. During this period, especially following the introduction of tobacco from the West Indies around 1612, the colony expanded to other sites along the James River. Also in 1612, the third charter allowed for lotteries in England to serve as fundraisers for the Virginia colony. That charter also extended the boundary of the settlement to include the newly settled islands of Bermuda. By the time of the fourth, so-called Great Charter in 1618, there were 4 main settlements and 7 plantations in the colony, and the settlers were at peace with the Powhatan Indians. This charter retained the governor but dissolved martial law and allowed for an assembly of men from 11 communities. Under this reorganization, the first legislative assembly in English America came into being. The men, called burgesses, gathered at Jamestown on July 30th, 1609.
Oh, okay.
Wow, look at this here.
And stuff being pretty regular this time of the year because most of the men are still spending most of the time out on the rivers fishing.
Okay.
They haven't really transitioned into that active hunting yet. It's going to come up real soon, but once that weather starts to change, that's when the men kind of switch from the fishing into the hunting. The fish can be kept for about a month, but that's not going to get you through winter. So those other meats can be kept for much longer periods of time. The English say almost indefinitely. So those are going to be the things that you want to stock up on before winter gets here.
Wow. Look at this. This is their handbags. Wow. That's where they sleep. Do you know what type of animals is this, honey?
Deer.
Deer, no? Oh, yeah. Wow.
Is that deer tooth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have their fire just right here in the center to keep it warm and just go over it.
Yeah.
Smoke now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure not to burn any green wood, huh?
Yeah. Oh, look at the feathers.
Yeah, turkeys.
Turkey's feather.
Yeah.
It's really neat. Oh, they're, what you call this?
Arrows.
Arrows.
I mean, I wouldn't touch this stuff.
And then this is their door.
Yeah.
They just roll it down. Wow, that's really neat, no?